This job can be really demoralizing.
What? With gas? $5 a gallon? Come on. Ugh.
When they said they would tip extra, holy crap. Today has been a demoralizing day. You have to laugh, right? Or you'll cry. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Shiloh. I just graduated with my PhD and then I got laid off that same month, which sucked. So I'm out here door dashing, trying to earn grocery money for now. You can watch previous videos to get more about our story. I'm not going to rehash it every time, so go back and watch other videos and you'll get more information. And it will help me get those watch hours I need. It is just after 10 on a Sunday and I'm about to head out on a dash. It says it's decently busy. Yeah, 4 minutes, so hopefully it's another good Sunday like we had last week. That was really good. But it's a beautiful day. There's like very little wind, blue skies. So we'll see. I don't know how that's gonna affect orders, but it says it's busy right now, so let's go see. And for the most part, this is what you're gonna see. I have light eyes, so the sun kind of hurts my eyes if I don't wear these. I wanted to give a big thank you to those in the comments that are really supportive of delivery drivers. I can tell you, every delivery driver really appreciates those who recognize the work that we do to get people, you know, their food and groceries. Unfortunately, there's quite a few out there that just seem to believe they're entitled to our service for not much money. Like somehow, I don't know, we owe it to others to bring them their food. I don't know. And then, you know, there's other comments that, you know, are like, well, you chose to do this work, so, you know, you should just suck it up. Like, that's an excuse. Except without us out there, people wouldn't have the luxury, and it's a luxury, of having their food, whether it's hot food or groceries or other items from the store, brought to their door. Like, I would think at least like my generation would remember a time when that wasn't even a thing. Like, no. And I can't imagine how much you would have had to pay back then to have somebody shop for you and bring the stuff to you. Like, that's called a personal assistant, and nobody had the money for that. Well, I mean, not nobody, but you had to be wealthy to have a personal assistant that did that for you. And now it's like, it's readily available to pretty much anyone that can afford to pay a little more. Like, compared to paying a personal assistant, it's affordable, right? Anyway, I don't want to rant too much about it. But it's just, when I see the comments that are supportive of those of us out there doing this, it's very much appreciated, because this job can be really demoralizing. When I have to decline orders like I did on Friday, I had one that was $6 to go 12.5 miles from Chick-fil-A. We only have one Chick-fil-A in all of the Tri-City area. So there's 3 cities and outlying cities, and there's only one Chick-fil-A. And I've seriously had orders from Chick-fil-A going to, here comes an order. That's a good order. 620, 3.4 miles. Going to where? Panda. Oh. It's kind of early for Panda to me. Anyway, I've had an order from Chick-fil-A going all the way to Benton City, which is a small city on the opposite side of the Tri-Cities from Chick-fil-A. So it's about a 25-minute drive minimum to deliver that food. It can just be really demoralizing when you see those orders and all you can assume is that people feel entitled to have somebody to bring them their food. And I know that there is a lot of misconception out there about what DoorDash pays drivers. I do recognize that. But it shouldn't matter when it comes to tipping your driver what DoorDash pays us. Like, you can't honestly believe that DoorDash is paying us a huge amount. Like, that is just, well, this sun is going to be a problem today. That's just not logical. Like, and I promise you, DoorDash is not paying much. It's a $2 base rate. And it only goes up slightly from there based on the miles and them trying to entice drivers to take these no-tip orders. But anyway, I said I wasn't going to keep ranting. Here I am, ranting. Not trying to really rant, but, and I may not even include all of this. But anyway, let's go get this order.
Detrimental, but it's just gonna leave. I turned one too soon. I would assume it shouldn't be too busy in here this time of day. Right? Sure.
Hi. Okay, this order is only going 3 minutes away, so it was a really good order. And it was already done. And I was right, it was not busy in there at all.
Drive north.
As always, my goal today is $100. I try to do that each day that I can DoorDash. It doesn't always happen, and sometimes I have to do 2 shifts to make it happen. So we'll see. I didn't make it on Friday. Oh no, wait, that's not right. I very much made it on Friday. I think it was Thursday that I didn't make it, and then I didn't feel good enough to go back out. So I think I ended at like, I don't remember, 65, something like that. I think I filmed a short that day. So it's probably in the short, you can go watch it. I don't remember. Anyway, hopefully I can hit the 100 today and not have to go back out tonight. We shall see. Denny's, $8.70 to go 6.3 miles. It's not great because of the miles.
The lady, she do it for you.
Good.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. High five. Thank you. Oh, I knew this wasn't a good order. It's going 13 minutes all the way back to West Richland. But hopefully we'll pick up another order in West Richland. Kind of a bummer. Oh well. Just drove by the Yakima River and it's starting to flood. Like, there's a lot of flooding going on in some of the lower valleys. Where my daughter lives is flooding. There's a small town, like a little over an hour from here, Dayton. It's flooded. And I've heard there are other places that are flooding.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Bombing Range Road.
The Cascade Mountains got dumped on this week. Like, the pass closed multiple times. So, and it's spring, so it's gonna cause
Turn left onto Bombing Range Road.
I hope they don't get the kind of flooding where it shut down this road that we had this past fall, but it does pretty regularly.
Gas station I just passed by, diesel is $6.27 a gallon and gas is $4.90 a gallon. This is very bad news for people, and I have heard it's worldwide going up. I think we all know why.
We accepted this order, and I just hope that it's a lot of freeway miles and the time isn't horrible, but my acceptance rate is starting to get low again, so I have to kind of protect it. So at least this is almost $10, and it's slowed way down. So I haven't had an order now in like 20 minutes. So I opted to take it for all of those reasons, and it sucks. But here we are. Bit of a wait. Remember how I was talking about going to Benton City? Yeah. That's where I'm going. Benton,
Drive east.
stupid
Then
city.
keep left.
So annoyed.
In 300 feet, turn left onto George Washington.
Oh,
Drive north. Then turn left onto George
I had my
Washington Way.
e-brake on because it was a bit of an incline at the park.
Turn left onto George Washington Way.
Oh,
Washington
shut
240
up.
bus.
I can't. It's a right turn only here.
Drive north on George Washington Way. Washington 240 bus. Then, in a quarter mile, turn right onto
It's
Gallon
telling me
Avenue.
to go way
Drive
up
west
there
on
and
Swift
then turn
Boulevard.
around instead of just... GPS is always GPS.
Continue for a half mile.
Ridiculous.
I can't believe this is going all the way to Benton City. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. Ugh. I can tell this is not going to be a super day. This is a round trip.
Got this order for Krispy Kreme. It's still not great because those 5 miles could be a lot of time. But it seems to be pretty slow. So I took it. I'm pretty sure we only have one Krispy Kreme as well. My car just did it again. It acted like it wasn't gonna start. Honestly. It's already going in the shop tomorrow to the tune of $800 for something else. Let's see how far this is going.
Drive southwest, then turn right.
Thankfully only 7 minutes. Could be way worse. Dropped him trying to cross this busy street. Okay, seriously. I almost dropped the dang donuts trying to cross that busy street. It just feels like it's gonna be one of those days. Blah. have to just treat these days like motivation to, and this is why I have to save my decline power 220 to go 1.6 miles. I'm not taking a $2 order. Decline. Ugh. Which is why I didn't decline the stupid Benton City order, because I have to save them at this point for those, the $2 orders. I don't think it should be legal to allow a $2 order, because technically you can't take those orders. Like if you only took $2 orders, you wouldn't make minimum wage at all, not even close. So they shouldn't be allowed. You could make Idaho's minimum wage, which is the federal minimum wage, which is not even $8 an hour. At least the last I looked. Here's the order I just accepted. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. I don't want to talk about it. Today has been a demoralizing day. Sorry. It is what it is. Demoralizing. Really hope my car starts when I go back to it. This is going to take as long as it took to take the Benton City order. It's taking us to Kennewick, so I'm just gonna hope that there's better orders over there. It's hard to say. I just feel like I'm in a funk today. And I know I'm still grieving. And there's other stuff going on right now. I'm not gonna necessarily
In 300 feet, turn left onto Columbia Point Drive.
discuss, but it's weighing
Turn
on
left
me.
onto Columbia Point Drive. Then turn left.
I'm really not trying to like be vague or anything. It's just I don't know that I should necessarily
Turn left. Then take
talk
the
about
exit.
it because it's not my own personal thing. It's a relative. But anyway, I think it's just contributing to me being in a funk today. And these orders aren't helping. They're really frustrating me. Anyway, I try to make this kind of fun and entertaining, but I guess there's just going to be some videos that are a struggle. I guess that's just life, though. Life just happens, and it's not always rainbows and unicorns. If you're having a funky day, then I can empathize. And hopefully tomorrow is a better day. Probably not, since this car is going in and it's going to cost me so much money.
Take the exit. Keep right to take Washington 240 west. Keep right to take Washington 240 west.
Alright. I'm gonna try and see if there's
In 1 mile, keep left to take Interstate 182 west.
maybe a song that can cheer me up.
This area is a bunch of nice houses, and they never, ever tip well. I have delivered up here many times, and most all of the orders are barely acceptable. Some of them have not been, and they get accepted because people are trying to keep their acceptance rate up. All I can think is these people are just out of touch with reality. Like they have no clue how this works.
Okay, got this order going to Ace Hardware. My ears need to pop. 950 to go 5.3 miles, I think. So not horrible. And it's just one item. It's some gloves. So
Continue for 2 miles.
that's where we're heading. I'm glad at least it's a nice day without a ton of wind. It makes driving around a little more tolerable. From up that hill up there, I was able to see the Blue Mountains in Oregon with their little bit of snow up there. That was pretty cool. I'm curious what you guys do when you're having like a day like this where you're just kind of in a funk and you can't seem to pull out of it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you do to try and get out of the funk. For me, if it's really bad, sometimes like the right music can help me. Otherwise, like watching one of my rerun shows like Friends or Frasier, just something to kind of get my mind off of whatever is causing the funk. It makes me laugh or giggle. I can laugh at Friends even though I've seen it. I'm not joking when I say this. Like, I've seen it all the way through probably at least 50 times. It's just my like comfort show. And so a lot of times it'll just be in the background. But I actually do like watch it when I can't fall asleep. Like my mind is just racing. It won't calm down. It's one of my...
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Gage Boulevard.
I'm trying to think where this Ace Hardware... Oh, I know where it is. Why is it having me go that way? I'm not going that way. Once again, it's going to lead me astray. I'm going a different way.
Turn left onto Gage Boulevard.
Oh, no, it's having me go the right way. I was thinking it was sending me off in a dumb way. Anyway, I'm curious. Leave a comment with how you get out of a funk when you're in one. Or do you just like sit in your funk for a little while and just let it be? Oh, that's a message from the customer. we're here. Let's see what this customer has to say. I guess I have to hit start shopping. I don't see a message. I'm confused. Oh, I don't know if you have the option, but if you get it here as safely as I'll tip you more. Oh my. Messages like that sometimes make me nervous. I don't know why. Like offering to tip me more for something. I just stopped immediately and asked for help because I don't know where this stuff is. They said it was aisle 1. Nitro clothes. I don't see. Oh, here they are. Okay, this is actually going to a tattoo place, so oops, wrong glasses. That makes me a little more at ease. And it's 8 minutes away. So let's go get it to them. Oh my heck. When they said they would tip extra, holy crap. They were not kidding. $20. A $20 tip. That puts me at $69 right now. Man, that's awesome. Okay. I'm gonna go back over the way I just came because I need gas. Hopefully I can get some before the next order. We shall see. Man, that was really cool. They needed those really bad. They must have like ran out and they got tattoos. People coming in.
Holy shit. I just paid $4.98 a gallon. Here we are again in this spot with gas. $5 a gallon? Come on. Ugh. You're gonna have to start adding more tip to your orders. I just declined an order when I got here. $5.70 to go 7.3 miles for Starbucks. No. No. Not at $5 a gallon. Honestly, no. Try again.
That would have required at least another $3 or $4 to take it when I'm paying $5 a gallon in gas. I didn't fill up because I have rewards to use at Fred Meyer. Some of you know Fred Meyer is Kroger or Myers. Anyway, I know I have like, I think close to 50 cents off a gallon because I have a Boost membership, so I get double fuel rewards. So I'm not gonna fill up until I can use that. Especially at these gas prices. Man alive. It hurts. It really hurts. Can you see the pretty blossoms? Spring is definitely in our area. We got lots of blooming trees. All right, since we're sitting, because I don't want to drive around at $5 a gallon, waiting for an order, I'll do the fun fact / story of the day. This will be a story and a fun fact. I know I've mentioned before that I am a licensed cosmetologist. So, I initially got my degree in liberal arts, focusing on, my minor was psychology, and I focused on early childhood education credits because I was going to be an elementary teacher. But then I did my student teaching towards the end of my degree program, and I decided no, it wasn't a good match. I won't go into all. So, after college, I was basically like a nomad. I kind of traveled around. I was a preschool teacher for about a year, and then after that, I moved to Alaska. After that, I moved to Oregon, then decided to pursue my singing in Nashville. Just did a bunch of stuff, kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then I moved back home after the medical incident in Nashville, and all of this is in previous videos, so if you want to know all the stories, you can go back and watch other videos and get caught up, and that would help my watch hours too. Anyway, so I moved back home to heal from the medical incident, and I was just a server at a fine dining type restaurant, and I also did catering. It was at like a hotel, so we had both ends. So it was really good pay for part-time work. Like, that wasn't the problem. I decided that I needed to just get away from the Tri-Cities, and I was back at home again, and I knew I needed to get away from that and still figure out what I wanted to do. So at the time, my brother was going to be buying a house, and having a roommate would help with that process of purchasing his first home. So I decided to move to the west side of Washington and become a roommate and pay some rent. So I went over there and got an interview at a restaurant called Tejas. It was a upscale type restaurant. They actually had really good food. And I started with them right as they were opening, so they hadn't even opened yet. So we got all the training, and I worked there, and I made pretty good money. And then I met my husband on Yahoo Dating. I actually went on there more to meet people and make some friends. I didn't have friends. I'm telling you this day. $3.95, 5.7 miles from Wingstop. I'm gonna have to decline. And now I'm at 75%, but I'm not taking that. Anyway, so we met at a place that I was singing karaoke a lot, and so I knew the bouncer there, so I felt safe, meeting somebody I didn't know, a guy. And we ended up we hit it off. Like, I think we were together from that date, on. Like, we just started dating, and then we were just together. So, at one point, my car, my engine blew on the freeway. And it had a lot of miles. It went to Alaska and back. It went to Nashville and back. Like, it had been a good car. So now, between me and my now husband, we had one car. So my working at Tejas, which was in Bellingham, and he was in Tacoma, wasn't going to work. So I quit the job at ZT House. They had already like cut our hours. They were not doing well, unfortunately. They ended up closing, I think, a year later. But so I was trying to figure out what to do, and I decided that I was gonna go get my cosmetology license because I really liked doing hair and makeup and all of that. And so I figured, well, maybe I'll try that. So I went to, it was a private beauty school in Tacoma. So we were able to use the one car, and I started that, and then I ended up getting pregnant. This is better. 8:20 to go 6.1 miles from Wingstop. We'll take that. So I ended up getting pregnant while I was kind of towards, well, no, it was about halfway through the program. It's, so to get your cosmetology license in Washington State, you have to have 1,800 hours. So it's about a year full time, like 40 hours a week. So I was in the middle of that, and I made it all the way through until I tried really hard to get finished before my daughter was born, but I barely wasn't able to. Like, I had missed too many hours due to morning sickness, and just some days were really hard. It was a pretty tough pregnancy. So I had to stop, and then I had her, and then when she was old enough, I went back because that's who I am. If I want something, I'm gonna make it happen. So I went back and I finished, and I graduated, did really well on the test, and then I started doing hair after that. And yeah, that's my story. So now we're at Wingstop to get this order. So let's go get it. Well, that was a long wait. Alright, let's see how far.
Drive north, then turn right.
5 miles, but 14 minutes. You have to laugh, right? Or you'll cry. So I thought I would share a little bit about my personal life. Just like a little glimpse. So we had some friends in town and had a game night at my brother's last night, Saturday night. Our game nights can get pretty rambunctious and rowdy, to say the least. Some of us are very passionate about our game playing and competitive, some way more than others, but it got like pretty ridiculous last night, so I just took a quick video clip of it with the intention of sharing it here, so I'll put it in right here, the little clip. Enjoy.
I knew you'd give it to me the whole time. Why did you think I wasn't arguing? I was like, were you really?
Okay, what is the...
No.
Oh,
She
yeah,
wants
yeah,
talk
okay.
to the rest of the night.
No. She did work hard for that, though. She worked...
So you could hear how rowdy it can get. I got this pretty good order from Safeway. Doesn't look to be like a difficult shop or anything, so I'm just now pulling up to Safeway. And here's a good parking spot next to the cart return. Score. Alright, let's go get it. Got the sodas. Now to the bakery. Alright, that order's done. And it was a hand it to. So I didn't film. Plus I couldn't anyway. It was like those 4 cases of soda and a cheesecake. So ended up including the $20 tip. So far I'm at $94, I think. And I just ended this dash. Did I already say that? Anyway, I ended this dash. I gotta head home. I'm starving. I need to use the bathroom. And I have a premiere coming up in an hour. I'm so close to $100. I'll decide later if I'm gonna go out and make any more. It just depends on how I feel. So. But thank you all for being here. Let's see, how long was I out? I said just after 10 and it's 2, so 4 hours. And about $100, so not too bad, thanks to that tip. Otherwise it would have been blah, not great. Oh well. Alright, so please hit the like and subscribe so you can see more content if you want to see more content. And I'm still trying to get those watch hours up and the subs up. I'm so excited though to be like halfway there for the 4,000 watch hours. And hopefully it'll update again. It takes it a while. It lags a little bit. But yeah. So I'm going to end it here before I get on the freeway because it'll get loud. But thank you all. I hope you're having a great day. If you're in a funk, I hope you can pull out of it. I hope I can pull out of mine. We'll see. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.